Welcome, you sexy motherfuckers. Oh, how I've missed you all. It hasn't been very long, but I missed you nonetheless. Today we've got another fun little treat. We've got our three-man with a duo playing out of Uruguay, they said, on like 200 ping. So this is interesting. And, all right. This is going to be interesting. So, we've got ourselves an Electrocute Ignite Quinn up in the top lane on blue side. I prefer press the attack to Electrocute. It's just more consistent damage, which is way better for Quinn for the trades. An Aftershock Zz, very solid, good tank engage. We have a Barrier Arcane Comet Viegar being played by my buddy Krimsinskye. Not his usual style at all, but he used to run a lot of Viegar. Yes, Viegar is dog shit right now. He needs some serious fucking work and some love. That's okay. Press the attack Lucian for myself, standard. And we've got ourselves an Arcane Comet Ignite Maokai played by my buddy Zz Squirrel. I think this is like his second game against actual people, so we're gonna be pretty nice about this. Red side's got the TP Conqueror Viegar, the Conqueror Kane in the jungle, a Fleet Footwork Ignite Silas, Halo Blades Kaisok, who, as if you've seen any of my other videos, realizes that that's a strong ass champion, strong ass build, and an Ignite Guardian Rakan. It's really good engagement. So let's get this shit show on the road. Kane started red. Usually the better path would be going your Raptors into the red because of how fast you get that clear and allows your laner to be right there. Rakan with a very quick engage, but really good trade back coming in from that sapling exploding onto the Kaisa into the back. Viegar is just trying to get that farm up. We're sort of an early skirmish team with the Lucian, with the Quinn, but the Viegar gives us that late game scale, whereas the enemy team has really good mid game, early game off the Kaisa, and some crazy late game potential, and the Kane, and some crazy late game potential off this Viegar and Silas. Alright, so Maokai has chunked the Kaisa down to half health. She's already had a burner potion just off these E's, getting tossed in. He's doing a really good job with that. Baby Cage goes around the Silas. Didn't get much out of it. Viegar is definitely low on mana. Just needs to keep those auto attacks going. Just keep them low and worry about last hitting with the Q. Rakan's actually managed to do a good amount of engages. I know that can't kill my Maokai, so I just go hard in on this Kaisa. I really wanted to do a hard level 2 engage. However, they were aware of that and played far back. Tags up onto the Viegar. Viegar is dropping in health. Ignite goes on top of him, but he's able to stagger himself down. Silas is also very low. He's diveable, but a quick Q would probably even up this trade pretty fast. So right now, we've got a ward. We see that the Kane's down there with the buffs. We got to be a little bit careful. Maokai is playing a little far back. He could go a little bit more aggressively up, but he's eaten a lot of these Rakan engages so far, so it's a little bit dangerous to do that. We're going to focus, I think, mostly on bot lane for now. Good, he's keeping that up there. In comes Kane, dodges out. We've managed to whip everything. Maokai goes to knock them back. Good trade in on it, because he can get himself out. And we survived that all in quite nicely, actually. I think he could have just walked straight back instead. And then the Kane walks into the explosive sapling and gets chunked pretty heavily. He's pretty much got a back now, unless he wants to try and go for... he'd have to rotate all the way to his Raptors. Viegar hard into the Quinn. I'm able to get a really good dodge in off of that Rakan. They are both very low on mana, but then so are we. Maokai, hopefully it's not even safe yet for him to walk up and hit one of these minions to try and get a little bit of his heal for his passive. That minion would be perfect to auto attack. Passive is up and ready to go. You just need to hit one button. Eats a W for free. That's alright. They don't really have any follow-up right now. He's just waiting on mana to go and toss some shit into a tree. There you go, into the bush there. Quick, easy damage, dodge out from the recon. I had to E back. And you know what? I didn't even have to E back. Like, he had missed regardless. I was a little bit concerned about the rush forward from the Kai'Sa, but either way, things are fine. So we got a little bit more saplings ready to go. We have a very good all-in if the jungler does show up. If Zach comes down into the area, our all-in potential is quite massive. My CS is not where I want it to be, if we're being perfectly honest. I'm not really last hitting that well. I don't like that. Kai'Sa's kind of taunting me. I don't like that much either, bitch. Rakan is last hitting off of the... oh, really good timing because I wanted to all in. I'm able to get out from this Kayn. Great route into the knock-up from the Maokai. Really, really good trade in. At this point, I get thirsty. Kayn was able to get the flash in. I flash in again. I'm just so low fucking range. Kayn whiffs. I'm able to keep moving, but... I had a double. I had a fucking double. But unfortunately, my low range just fucks that. Kayn's coming back again. He's not 6. I'm not overly concerned. He can chunk me, but that's about it. He does not have enough to kill me. I'm down all my sums. Maokai still has all of his. If he would have ignited either the Kai'Sa or the Rakan, we would have had a guaranteed kill in the bot lane. It's unfortunate, but he's still working on using his actual abilities, so we're not really going to care about the sums right now. We're only focusing on the actual QWER abilities. So I'm rotating up to help the Viegar and the Zac if need be, but the Kayn pulled back, so now I can run back to lane. Things are about even mid. Things are not going great in top. I am down 10 CS, which really fucking sucks. Basically even in items. That one was in the bush, but it didn't blow up twice. It's kind of weird. It happens every now and again. So at level 6, I want to do a hard all-in. And at this point, we are setting up a freeze for Zac to come in, if he wants to. It's the easiest way to piss off your enemy laners. Is that they've got this big old cluster of minions here. But I'm trying to do what I can to keep them out of getting hit. Unfortunately, I did not properly drag them, which sucks. But they are just out of this turret range, so the wave is not going to bounce yet. Just last hit. Don't auto them out. We don't want to push out this wave. They're going to try and break the freeze by doing that, and that's okay. But we've still got sort of a freeze going. Now, we set this up to make them overextend to this degree, and Zac has not rotated yet. It sucks. Like, they were so fucking gankable. Now we gotta get a ward in. Maokai's sitting on double wards, hasn't used any of them yet. Hopefully he does soon. I think he's mostly using his saplings as wards, but we need actual wards down as well. But again, like I said, we're trying to focus on the abilities, not focused on the, on the item actives and like wards and ignites and stuff like that. Now Rakan's taking a lot of damage. The Zac's finally ready. Rakan dove in, so now I am just going completely all in on this. Even though the Zac decided to cancel his engage, me and the Maokai were still able to take that trade out, which is a little bit ridiculous, because I don't know why Zac canceled, because if he would have jumped in, if he would have hit anybody, he would have been able to get the Q slap into pulling them both back. Really good chunk damage comes onto the Kai'Sa again. I've got a bit of a taste for blood right now, but Kayn is following in, fighting the Zac right now. Maokai is running in the wrong direction because he doesn't really know where to go yet, and that's okay. Kayn's coming in. He's going to bounce his way over there. Can't really do nothing. Viegar comes down. Silas is showing up. Gets popped into the baby cage. Maokai is going around. Unfortunately, Viego is TPing into this. Flash from the Viego over top. Gets on top of the Zac. Can't quite... Zac's passive is up, so he's not dead. Maokai goes, roots him, locks him up, knocks him back. We're able to actually follow in, forces quick damage. Gets the channel, gets the knock up. And very quickly, we're able to pop out that Viego. TP is down, everything goes to shit, and right now they're pinging the Kai'Sa. Hey, why didn't you guys do anything to help us? Really thought that Cloud Dragon was going to get the execute, but unfortunately he got the heal as soon as he went into the speed. So right now, me and the Zac are taking down this Drake. Maokai comes in. He's tanking it forward. Quinn's able to get the near sight. Unfortunately, you are fighting yourself into a 1v3 situation right now. As the entire rest of our team is taking out the Dragon. The Dragon had reset, we had pulled it too far. So now they're pushing in, but we are ready to go. Zac goes in onto, whiffs his E or his Q, that's unfortunate. Able to get the ult knock up. We're kind of kicking around doing our thing. And we are able to slam in some damage, take down the enemy jungler, get a little bit of control. Quinn is very, very low. We're able to try and do a little bit of trade back. And at this point, me and the Maokai are rotating down here. It's just a level 5 Rakan to defend. We do need a ward in this bush at some point. Although having a ward over here, because this is, if Kane's going to gank, he's going to gank from over here to come through, not so much into the bush. So we are still okay. Kai'Sa is here with the Rakan. I'm still down 16 CS somehow, but at least I got a kill and 3 assists. Quinn is definitely down in this lane because it's electrocute Quinn. It's not great. Down 2 levels though, that is definitely a problem. The quick and easy stun trades into the E, blinded. Now he's going in again. Remember, he is near infinite sustain due to the fact that he is manaless and kills the Quinn one more time. So Kane comes in to clear the wards. We have backed. I've now got my finished Zerkers, so I feel pretty good. The downside is I am down a pickaxe. I could bought pickaxe, but I found the Zerkers would have been the better buy here. A little bit more move speed because I'm remembering when they were just able to walk away from me getting an easy double. Good Q comes in from the Viegar. He is still scaling away. What is his stacks at? 69 and feeling fine. We're getting there. A little out of range to get the double, so that's okay. Up in CS though for this. I am, however, down 65 to 89 CS. Which is less than awesome, but it is what it is. Definitely going hard in onto this Viego. Ends up popping him. That is a 4-0-1 Zac. He is very, very tanky. Very, very tanky. Now you gotta remember that Sunfire does not actually give you huge amounts of defensive stats anymore, it feels. It has been nerfed a bit. Which is why a lot of people are now going with the Chem Tank. Like with the Chemtran build, Baby Cage into Zac knock-up. Really, really good gauge. Chunks him down pretty good. This is going to make Viegar's laning phase a lot easier. He flashes in for the 2 ult. Easy pop, easy clap. Very good. Maokai falls because, well, our jungle had shown up in mid. That meant that there was no chance of a counter gank going over here. So we're just going to quickly back this up and take a look at what has all happened. A little bit further back. So we're playing pretty far up. You can see the Kane coming on in. Kane's coming. Maokai gets the root, but he got knocked up from Red Form. Kane roots. He's just trying to save the life. I'm hoping I could have zoned them off with that ult, but my angle was not great. Just able to get that last hit. Heal goes off from the Kai'Sa to save a life, and we were able to do a trade 1-for-1, which is good in a 2v3 situation. My ult is down. Kai'Sa's used her flash, used her heal, used all of that. There is still flash ignite on the Rakan. Of course, if the Maokai had used his ignite onto the Kai'Sa as low as she had gone, we would have got that trade kill 1-for-1 right off the bat. But he is very unfamiliar with using ignite, but he's been using his flash quite nicely, so I have no complaints about that. As like I said, this is like his second game. I'm really disappointed with my CSing this game. I'm better than this, and I don't know what's happening. But then again, I'm a Jhin main, not a Lucian main. This is not a champ I am familiar with. Good damage onto the Viegar, though. Zach was able to get a little bit of a bounce, but Viego is extraordinarily difficult to deal with. If Viegar had his ult, he'd be ready to go. Good engagement with Zach. He's able to pop him with the immolate off that flash. Great play in. Unfortunately, Quinn tanked a couple of free tower shots for no apparent reason, and we traded kills over onto the Skysaw, onto the Silas. Silas gets the big shutdown onto the Zach, who did not have to pass him up. Viegar's low with the Q. I don't think it would have killed the Kaisa anyways. He really wants to get this last bit. Wow, so Silas stunned himself by stunning the Viegar. And we are still pushing into here, but I want to push in way more aggressively. Like, there's one person here, and it's just the Recon. Let's crash this fucking wave. Unfortunately, there's no. He's not really going to do much for damage, so I'm just going to chip some quick damage into him and try and just hit this tower. We did not match rotate. We couldn't because the Kaisa had just come straight down mid. There was nothing to rotate. Little unfortunate is what it is. 6 kills on this Zach, though, feels pretty good. Quinn is still down 2 levels, does not have her E up, had used it before, so she is just going to get ran the fuck down free. Well, at least you got a flash out of it. So Recon uses the same engage, able to hit a little bit back. The problem is I'm sitting on enough gold right now. Oh, I'm not even to get the finish off. I'm able to get a crit cloak, but it's not quite enough. I am trying to greed for my 1225 total gold, so that I can get my Crafted Slayer, which is a huge damage spike. But thankfully, me sitting in this lane for long enough was able to get me at least almost back with gold. Well, we're going to rewind that. That was a great play. So Zach comes, drops off Herald. Herald's able to slam some damage in, but he is nowhere to be found. So we are 2 people. Maokai ults. We're able to lock in the Recon. I'm able to finish them off. At this point, we could pull back. Maokai goes hard in onto the Kaisa. Normally, this would have been fantastic. I'm coming in too, but there's a Kane. We did not remember that the Kane was fighting the Zach right now, but the Kane is definitely down in levels. We're able to get some, but Silas comes in and the Viego TP. And we did not have the Quinn able to match this TP, so we just explode for very, very free. Unfortunately, Viegar got the big kill onto this Viego, which is really, really nice. But the issue is our top laner could not match that rotation, so we were stuck into an unfortunate 4v4, would have been 4v5, but we had used that well-placed Maokai ult in order to be able to get the kill off of the off on the Recon, and then also took the tower yet as well. All in all, I'm going to say if we're looking at going 2 for 2, but we get tower, and we're able to get this much damage on this other tower, as Viego can't match it. Quinn should be able to take this one. So let's be real about this. We got 2 towers, even kills. We did lose the dragon, but I'm going to say it's okay. Like, I'm going to say that's a net gain, quite honestly. And thankfully, the gold for the shutdown went on to the Viegar, who is sitting at a nice 4-1-6. I am sitting at 2-1-3. I'm still down in CS to this Kaisa. I mean, that's just how it's going to be. I'd played more aggressive, but it's kind of hard to play aggressive into a Recon that can very easily and quickly trade it. My Maokai is doing what he can. I don't have any Kraken Slayer damage yet, as I bought the item and nobody is allowed to fight me. Is what it is. Zach is ready to charge up. The Kane is trying to come on in. Viegar uses the cage just to sort of dissuade that, which is totally fine. Silas is coming back. Thankfully, ended up hooking this minion instead, but they are air ramming right now, as they have just tossed 4 people into mid. Zach goes with a big play, catches out into the Silas and into the Recon. I am able to finally get the Kane down. Do not get anything off of that. Didn't even get an assist. 3-1-3. Feeling okay about this. 16-12. It's only a 2.5k gold difference. Their Kaisa is quite strong, and this is a problem. And their Viego is far, far stronger than our Quinn. where Zach is definitely out jungling, but the issue is Zach is definitely going to fall off, and the Kayn is going to be a little bit more difficult to deal with as the game goes on. Good stun onto the Kai'Sa, able to trade some pretty big damage onto her burner flash. In the process, she does still have heal. So Kayn goes in with his big engage just to try and get something. Kayn is coming in as well. Zach's in the bush. Takes 0 damage from this Kayn so far. Able to get some quick trade back into it. And basically heals himself back up off of his passive and everything else in this red box. So Maokai is in the middle, is locking down this silence just hard. Gets the roots, gets the knock up. Kayn's on him, was able to pop him because of his ults, that's fine. Twins here, can we do anything? We got this baby cage. If they want to try and play around in these narrow corridors, wow, really well done. Got the double hit yet too. We have a lot of CC. And if you try and play into a tight, narrow corridor against a, I guess Zach thought that the dude was there, but I just kind of quickly popped forward and popped him. He's sort of stuck here in the base trying to get out. Twins here to help. Doesn't manage to help. And 2 quick kills go on to this Kai'Sa. She is 6-1 and 5 and very, very scary. Kai'Sa's crazy strong to deal with on a good day. And Viegar is far, far, far stronger than him. Viegar is doing quite good. He's actually doing an early Rapidash rush. A little bit different than what you normally see. But being 5-1 and 9, honestly, I have no problem with that itemization at all. I think it's a very good one in this particular case. So we need to start setting up for... Oh, Maokai went up to get a ward on the Baron and ran into an angry Viego and Silas. He was dead free. We feel a little bit bad for that. He just wanted to try and help out. And he just straight up ruined him. The Dragon's coming up soon. I don't have to check what time it's up. There we go. There's Viego. Viego is taking a good chunk of damage from myself and the Viegar. We are going to want to fight for this next dragon if we can. We're pinging it out. We're getting ready. There's definitely a lack of wards going on, as there is only 7 wards used yet for the Maokai, and he still has to switch to Sweeper. I don't know if he knows that the Shard of True Ice item gives him free wards to use, because I think it's pretty much always been at like 4 in there, and he's just using trinkets only. Not 100% sure on that, quite honestly. So Kai'Sa is sitting at 6-1 and 5, scary as shit. Viegar is 6-1 and 10, and for some reason they decided to FF. I really don't understand the point of the FF, considering that you've got a 6-1 and 5 Kai'Sa, and you're up almost twice the CS on your extraordinarily hyper-scaly Viego. Like, these guys are not out of this fight even a little bit. But they do decide to FF. And I have no idea why. I was able to get some damage off the Kraken Slayer. Good damage off this Lucian's Tempest. Decent for the Sunfire, that's for sure. Gale Force for a little bit. I guess he had just bought Triforce finished. Not much out of the Go Drinker. A bit off the Hex Tech, not bad. Decent chunk out of their Kraken Slayer, but they'd had theirs a lot sooner than I had. No use from the Shirelias, unfortunately. And 538, not bad out of the Mandate. He was going for Demonic Embrace next, which is nice. Yeah, so either way, that was that game. I do not know. Like, yes, okay, we're 4K up. Not even. We're 3.5K up at 22 minutes. That ain't much. And they scale like crazy. You got a 6-1 and 5 Kai'Sa. That's scary. But some people just want to FF, apparently. Well, that's been that game as a little bit of a VOD review. Definitely, we got to work on our warding. Not going to lie. My warding was actually really good this game. It was the highest of the game. Which I'm okay with. Don't get me wrong. Like, do not get me wrong. Let's check some damage numbers at the end of this, actually. Let's see. Yeah. I don't know if you guys can see this. I've never watched that. So, Maokai did more than the Kane, did more than the Rakan. Rakan did not get a lot of damage in. But this was a heavy Viegar carry. His damage was basically the Kaisa and the Silas combined. Actually, it was the Viego and Kaisa combined. Yeah. Yeah, pretty much. So that was a hefty amount of damage. So yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed that, as always. And of course, if you didn't, fuck off.